Hello and welcome to a new VeggieRx mini video. My name is Ana Pereda. This has been brought to you by Fresh Approach. And today we're going to be making a quinoa mandarin avocado salad. So vouchers will be available to all the viewers. If you want to know how, please watch until the end of the video and we'll tell you how. Let's first talk a little bit about the ingredients. I'm gonna read out loud what the entire recipe is. I won't be making that much because in my household I'm only one, but this probably serves around 6 to 8 portions. So you'll need 2 cups of this tricolor quinoa, 5 to 7 cups of fresh spring mix that I have here that I bought on a bunch, but you can buy them loose. 10 to 12 fresh clementines that I have here, 1 cup of unshelled pistachios, then it's gonna be 2 ripe avocados and 2 large lemons that I have here that I used for a previous recipe. And also for the dressing, we're gonna be using 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, half a cup of Dijon mustard, which is not the same as yellow mustard, but if that's the only thing that you have available, it's fine. It won't change the flavor that much. You're also gonna need 1 cup of apple cider vinegar or any type of white vinegar that you have at your house. Half a cup of lemon juice, half a cup of orange juice, and 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil. So as you may see, this recipe is gonna include lots of colors, which if you've been in one of our VeggieRx classes, you know that we encourage everyone to consume a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, especially if they are of different colors. This is because they'll bring different micronutrients that it's gonna make our diet a lot healthier, and we can get all the things that we need just from our diet. So let's begin by preparing the quinoa. As I said, I'm not going to be preparing the full recipe, but I'll measure half a cup of this tricolor quinoa. And you probably know how to make quinoa, but I'll just walk you through the process real quick. I have my pot here, and I'm going to put my half a cup, and then it's a 1 to 2 ratio, so I put half a cup. I'll add a full cup of water, and I'll just put it to heat here on my stove. Put it in high heat until it boils, and then you can bring it down and put a seal on it. Add salt to taste and maybe a little bit of olive oil if you want to. Here's my half a cup of quinoa with the water. So I put it on medium high for the first couple of minutes. Once it starts boiling, I'll put a lid on it and wait until all the water has been absorbed. It shouldn't take, because I'm making this little, it shouldn't take more than 15 to 20 minutes, I believe. So to make the dressing, I'm going to be using this container. I'm probably not going to use it full because I'm making a fourth of the recipe, but it's very easy and convenient because you can just like put everything in and just mix it. So I'll begin by adding my Dijon mustard. This should be about fine. It has a lot, but it also depends on how much dressing you like on your things. I'm usually not a fan of heavily dressing, so I don't want to make that much, but you can make more and just keep it in the fridge. It's not going to go bad in a lot of time. So then I'm gonna add a teaspoon of minced garlic, the juice of a whole lemon. The recipe has orange juice. Unfortunately, my orange juice went bad earlier than I expected, so I'm not gonna be adding it, but it's fine. I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference. So it's this, and now I'll add about 1/4 of a cup of white vinegar because I don't usually have apple cider vinegar at my house. So before adding the olive oil, I'll just mix it. And as I said, this is very convenient. And finally, I'll add a little bit, or kind of like a lot of extra virgin olive oil. Put it on all in. I think you may also want to add salt and pepper to taste. So I'll go ahead and shake it very well. And you can leave this in the freezer until your salad is ready. Before we keep going, at the beginning I mentioned that eating a lot of colors and having a colorful diet is very useful for us and our health. I want to talk a little bit more about what nutrients are going to bring in the ingredients of this recipe. So let's start by the quinoa. Quinoa is a whole grain, originally from Peru. It's packed with protein and fiber. It is rich in manganese, phosphorus, magnesium, folate, and vitamin B. So it is a very healthy whole grain to have because it has a high amount of protein and a low amount of carbohydrate. Citrus, or where in this case we're using mandarins, and we're also using orange juice if I had it, and some lemons, are high in vitamin C, which is good for our immune system, skin, and good for iron absorption. We're also using baby lettuce in this case, or our greens. These contain luteins, which are good for maintaining our vision and a healthy skin, and indoles, which contain antioxidants, which are generally good for the prevention of cancer. In this case, especially good for the prevention of breast cancer and prostate cancer. Finally, we're using avocado, which is also green, but it's known for a high content of monounsaturated fatty acids, which are the good fatty acids, and it's actually a personal favorite. I feel that it goes well with almost all the meals that you can have. It is also rich in vitamin V, potassium, it is low in sugar, and a very good source of fiber. So let's keep going with the preparation. Now we're gonna prepare the rest of the ingredients so we can put them together once our quinoa is ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel my mandarins. This might take a little while, but yeah, I'll put them here. You just wanna keep the wedges of your mandarin. I'll do 2 with you and then log off for a little while to do the rest. The other thing that you may want to do with your mandarins is cut the wedges by half. This is just that so it looks a little bit better and you don't find like a big wedge of mandarin while you're eating your salad. But it's completely unnecessary if you're in a rush or you want to serve dinner to your family and be a little bit more time conscious. The other thing that we want to do is we want to cut our avocado in little cubes. I'll just add half, so I'll save this for later. And you want to squeeze half a lemon. So let me get this out. You want to squeeze half a lemon so it doesn't go brown. I'll cut it like this, and then you can take your spoon that I have over here and put it in a separate thing. I'm gonna be doing my salad once my quinoa is ready. So here I have my avocado, and I'll just add the lemon. It's like a half a teaspoon of lemon. The last step or last component that we're missing is half a cup of pistachios. These are already on shell. I'll cut them in a little bit smaller pieces, but this is up to your preference. If you don't mind, it's fine. My quinoa is ready, so I'm just like putting it off so it cools down, and my greens don't go brown when I do the salad. But before we assemble this, I just wanted to say that there are many other options that you can use to do this. So if you have any other type of nuts, you prefer to eat walnuts or pumpkin seeds, which are great options because you just need to buy your butternut squash and put the nuts to toast in the oven. Because I know nuts can be kind of expensive from time to time. You can use any other type of nuts. The one that you prefer is good, and nuts are usually a great source of healthy fats and also protein. You can also use any other type of whole wheat grain, like brown rice, amaranth, farro, barley, or wild rice. The good thing, please make sure that you use whole grain. This is an easy way to add a lot of fiber and protein into your meals. Finally, you may also use any other type of leafy greens of your preference. Good options are always kale or arugula. The one that you prefer should be fine. Be sure to include lots of them into your meals all the time. And also, the salad will last 2 to 3 days on your fridge if you don't add the dressing. So I'm just gonna make a little portion for myself for dinner, but then I'm gonna leave the rest of the things on the same Tupperware, so I just have to go in and put dressing. It's gonna be a very easy meal, but don't put the dressing in, because if not, the vegetables may go a little bit soggy. So everything is ready. I'm gonna put my salad together. The first thing that I want to do is put a bed of my green leafy lettuce mix. I'll do it on a bowl. This is just for me, so you can do it on a big jar if you want to. Then I'm gonna add my quinoa. It's been cooled off, so be sure to take at least 15 to 20 minutes after you cook it. I'll just add lots of it so I get a pretty complete meal. I also want to add some of my clementines that I have here in this bowl. This should be about enough. And then top it up with nuts and avocado. I'll also be sure to mix in my salad dressing. And I'll show you how it looks after putting it all together. So this is gonna look at the consistency of my dressing. It looks like a sauce, and this looks delicious. So I'm gonna take another spoon here so I can mix it. And just put some of this on top so it looks pretty. Before we go, I want to give you 5 tips on how to include more fruits and vegetables on your meals. As you may see, this is a meal and a dinner that might contain more fruits, which is something that you don't usually do. So the first one would be to add vegetables to your breakfast. On breakfast, we usually just consume fruits, but you can add spinach to your eggs or any other type of green like kale or tomatoes or corn. You could also add onions and olive oil to a sweet potato hash if you want to reduce the glycemic index of your potatoes. The second tip would be to add vegetables to your smoothies. Spinach, celery, and kale are great options. You could also add cooked butternut squash or pumpkin because it adds great taste and it has a very good consistency. You could also snack fruits and vegetables. Top your yogurt with seeds, granola, and a little bit of fruit. And make sure to to choose yogurt options that are low on added sugars. Apple, carrots, and nuts usually go well together, and cherry tomatoes and celery stick travel great on your bag. The fourth tip would be to serve your protein, if it's animal-based or plant-based, with sauteed vegetables on a side box. So be sure to mix those when you're cooking. And finally, you can load your sandwiches with vegetables. Think beyond lettuce. Apple is a great option from time to time. If you mix it with like goat cheese, that is a delicious sandwich. You could also use tomatoes, cucumber, avocado, red peppers, or mushrooms. This is everything that I have ready for today. This looks like an amazing salad. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious for my dinner. If you watch all the video, be sure to fill out the survey so you can get VeggieRx vouchers that you can use at your local farmer's market to buy free produce. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.